it's exciting.
I know,
Yeah.
because you were doing stuff though.
No, I mean, last year I was doing all online school, so it was kind of just me in my home, and that's it. I was eating cheesy noodles every night, and
Not cheesy
I
noodles.
know, like that's the like OG college student
I was gonna
dinner.
say nothing sounds like more college student than I was just
Yeah,
cursing some cheesy
yeah.
noodles.
I was like, I was watching Netflix and then doing online school, and now my life's picking up after this summer. It's like, okay, this is legit. This is real life. Kind of like smacked in the face, but it's good.
So
It's a lot
you
of
are
fun.
Raleigh,
Yes,
token
Raleigh.
college student.
Some would say
Some would say,
at the University of Georgia.
let's
Loving
go.
it. It's awesome. Love
You're
Athens.
not one of those, you might be in real life, but you're not one of those that just said go dogs after.
No, I mean, no, I'm not gonna add that. No, I can't
That's
do it
so
now.
nice.
Like go dogs. Some people bark too. They'll do like the whole sick 'em.
You're not a big barker.
I can't get behind it. I'm like, I'll let y'all have that. No.
Okay, what is because I try to stay relevant but not too relevant so that
Yeah.
I'm a healthy balance.
Okay. Yeah.
Because you know the ones you can't. I
Yeah.
don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go too far. What is? You've taught me every slang word that I
Okay.
know.
Yeah. Yeah. Slay. It's been a
Slay was the
while.
one. I heard it. I forgot to tell you this. I heard slay in the wild the other day.
Oh my gosh. Where?
I heard it at Kroger at the self checkout, and I was like, "It's
Was it
happening."
how old? That's what I'm curious about.
It was like, I mean, I would say like mid to late 20s. And I was
Wow.
like,
Okay.
okay. I mean, and they just casually go, oh, slay.
Yeah.
Like you're supposed to.
That's what I do.
I've
Like
never heard it in the
it's
wild.
it's just a normal conversation with someone. I could be having a very formal interview and I'll be like, and I was like, slay. What is going on? What is
Do you
happening?
still do that?
Oh, all the time. I was teaching a girl at my job how to make a bed because that's what I do. And I was like, yeah, you're right, slay. And she was like caught off guard, like, what? Like, it's just incorporated
Slay what?
into. And as I'm walking up the stairs after that conversation, I was like, I really need to stop saying slay. Like, it just needs to be something that just
Please don't
silent
ever
down.
stop.
I
Don't
know
ever stop.
it's incorporated in everything that I.
So what's like a new one that I need to know and what does it
I
mean?
know.
I need to know the word. I need to know what it means and then put it in a sentence.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. I mean, slay is like the only thing. Like aura, like your aura points. No, you haven't heard
Like,
that one?
not in like, I mean, other
That's
than
the
by like a hippie or something. Like, I've never heard it like as a,
so yeah, that's the new like
okay,
TikTok lingo. It's
all
like
right,
how many aura points did I lose for falling on my way to class? So
got
it's kind of
it,
like this made I don't
got it.
personally use it, but I know a lot of people that do. So that's like
It's,
the first thing that can. But slay will always be. Slay will
it's like
never.
how cool you are and do you
Yeah.
lose cool? Okay, okay.
Yes,
I
yes.
get it. I get it.
Like your
I don't,
aura.
I don't know if I'll use that one.
I don't think I've ever used it, but it's okay. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's just a
right.
new one.
Yeah, right.
It's a new one. Slay is mine. I will take that to my grave. Slay.
Next week, I'm going to see Raleigh on TikTok, checking
No.
people's auras on campus.
No, 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 I can't get behind it. I just can't.
No.
Can't do it. No.
So slay it is.
Yep. Slay will always be.
So we're going to college right now.
Yep. Doing the college
How's
life.
how is that? Like what?
I mean, it's hard in this day and age.
Hmm.
It's just a whole different, there's all the things you're constantly like scroll, like Instagram brings another element to college life. And then
Hmm.
you've got all these different people that believe all these different things in a public school. In that element, it's hard. And then also just being in school is hard. I'm like, I was doing online for a year and a half, and which should honestly be illegal, learning Spanish online. I don't know
Oh
anything.
no.
And
They should
accounting.
have sent you to a resort in Mexico or
Yeah,
somewhere like
yeah.
that to learn
I'm like, come
Spanish.
on. But I was learning accounting online, which is all, I don't know how to account anything. And so coming to Georgia, I'm like in a philosophy class studying ethics, and it's just like what is going on? Like I'm learning marketing and I'm
Mm,
learning like PR, which is my major. And it's just like, wow, this is real life. Like I was walking back to class one day and I was like looking around like, what am I doing? What is going on? Is this real life? But then there's also like a really, really good side of it, like the community that comes with it and being able to
mhm,
just like have my own freedom and be able to choose what I want to do like day to it's
mhm,
really awesome. But it's finding a balance and I'm
mhm.
still figuring out how to do that.
Gosh,
But
I
it's awesome.
honestly, you're gonna work on that long after.
Yeah, I know.
Like I was thinking about it the other day, and it's been, my gosh, like I'm trying to think. Technically graduated from college in 2010,
Wow.
and
Sorry, I didn't
so
mean
thank you. You should have been like Slay.
sorry.
That's what you should have said that.
I know, I know.
But I was thinking, it kind of brought me back. I was like thinking about that phase of life and how like it is so dang hard. I
Yeah.
mean, balance out. I mean, to be honest, like finances,
Mhm.
friendships,
Yeah.
um, turning things in, if you're someone
Yeah.
who has to work, all of
Mhm.
those, like all of the plates, I think whether you walk away from a degree or with a degree or not, like
Yeah.
that's one of the most valuable things in college is just learning how to balance some of that. But
Yeah.
it's
And
really crazy.
it like I'm a perfectionist, so I'm trying to get everything done, like make sure I've got all the things like in the friend element good, but then all the
Mhm.
things with like spiritually good and then all the things school related good. And so those all kind
Mhm.
of like flow together. I just have to come to a point to myself where I'm like I'm doing what I can each day and that's good. I know that
Mhm.
like I've completed this assignment. Okay, I've done the most that I can today. Like I opened my Bible, that's good. I've
Mhm.
done that. Okay, I went on a walk with a friend, like that's good. I don't need to have it all together. And so that's kind of what I'm figuring out right now too. That
Mhm.
what it looks like being 20 in Athens and in college. And
Mhm.
so yeah,
It
it's
is
really
like
awesome.
it, they say this about parenthood,
Hmm.
but what's really wild is I feel this way more so like about the season you're in. It's like
Yeah.
the days are long, long, long,
Yeah.
and the
Oh
years are
yeah.
short. I mean,
Yeah.
you'll look back and it's really weird to say now. I mean,
Yeah.
because you're in it. I mean, like you're like in it,
In it. Yeah, I'm in
but
the
it's
middle of
like
it.
you'll look back and be like, dang, that went by really fast.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
really fast. But
Yeah.
it's so crazy. There's always stuff to do.
I mean, that's what I love about Athens. Like
Mhm.
Knoxville was a whole different story. There was not that much to do. Like in Athens, there's so many restaurants, there's so many stores. The downtown aspect of it, it's just like a southern town. And that's what I love
Mhm.
about it. Like there's so much to eat, so much so what am I trying to say?
So
there's a lot
many?
there's a lot of places to eat, there's a lot of places to go. Like that's what I love about it, that there's always something that you can do and keep yourself busy. And
That's so awesome.
yeah, I love it. I mean, it's football season. Everything's picking up right now.
Let's
It
go.
I know, go dogs. I had to add it in that part.
I'm going to Neyland tomorrow. I'm not going for a
Morgan
football
Wallen.
game.
Morgan
I'm
Wallen.
your girl going to. Yeah, it's my birthday
Yes.
tomorrow.
Slay. Oh my gosh.
He's
Let's
singing on my.
go.
He's.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you could say that.
I will
Oh,
say it
that's
until the day is
awesome.
over.
Yeah, that is awesome. That's amazing. Well, have
No, but I'm
fun.
excited to go to Neyland. I'm like, I know I need to say go Vols now that you
Yeah,
just said
no,
go Dogs.
nope,
Jeez, you
not
were
anymore.
once a Vol for a
I know
minute.
I was for a hot minute, maybe. Yeah, well, a little bit. I don't claim that anymore. I'm like, I was at Tennessee. I was a student at Tennessee.
No, you
Not
don't have
enough.
to. I'll
Yeah.
claim it for you. I didn't. Yeah, I'll claim it.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
actually Georgia's playing Tennessee November 16th. So it's going to be a heated time. And all my friends are like, what are you going to wear?
I
Orange or
can't wait to
black?
see you there.
No, it's like, exactly. I'm like, stress it. Is it hot in here? I'm like, I'm getting a little, oh gosh, getting a little
We need to
heated.
find you a split shirt.
I know. No, I would never.
I
Still,
know.
my
Don't
favorite
claim it.
story from like being in Tennessee was I went to a thrift store and got a Tennessee sweatshirt or something for like $3 and it was Champion and I brought it home and my dad was so mad. He was like, "You are never wearing that. Like I'm burning it," like talking down on the name of Tennessee.
Oh my
And
gosh, give it to
now
me.
I know. I think I sold it. I think I was like, "Yeah, we have to get rid of that." But
Yeah.
that's my favorite, one of my favorite things. I'm like, "Yep, okay." But no,
Thrifting is one of my favorite things that I've honestly adopted from like your demographic and age. Like I
yeah,
literally pulled the car over the other
yeah,
day and was like, I gotta go. And I'm a
yes.
huge fan.
I know. Have you been to the Goodwill bins?
No.
My gosh, you need to go. My sister, she loves the Goodwill bins. It's just like bins of just stuff and it's like 75 cents a pound. And
Oh
so
my
you just go
gosh.
in and you go like you can find like Lululemon name brand things. And but it's like it's a sport. Like people are going in, like going ham, filling up their carts, they'll
Oh
like
my
sell it and
goodness.
everything. So like you have to be prepared with like gloves
That's
and
like, I know, like it kind of makes my heart
it's kind of
stress.
disgusting a little
Well,
bit.
it just makes my like heart just knowing the pressure to get what I
Oh
need
yeah.
out of there.
Yeah, people will be waiting with their shopping carts at the bins, and you have to just like it's like hawks going in. It's
You got to throw
intense.
them bows.
Yeah, so I'm like, maybe I'll just stick to like the low key thrift stores. It's
Can
really
I
good.
go to TJ Maxx?
Yeah, exactly. Is that a thrift store? Yes, yes, it is.
Yes, yes. So what would you say, I guess, this is like because you had mentioned like it's hard, like, and I
Yeah,
just like want to like pinpoint in that too, because
yeah.
like I think that nostalgia
Mhm.
can take us to a place in our college like life because you kind of look at like those phases of life, like
Yeah.
this was college, it was good, and
Mhm.
this is why it was good.
Yeah.
Like, I kinda want to know, like you said, it's hard. And
Mhm.
so, like, as you speak to the hard, what would
Mhm.
that be? And, like, what would you tell someone if you felt comfortable enough to look at someone your
Yeah.
own age in the face and
Yeah.
say something to encourage them in that
Mhm.
hard? Like, I wanna know what it is and, like, what you would say to encourage them in that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the hardest part is like spirituality, like following the Lord day in, day out. Because here
Mm,
you're not like, that's just not the normal. People like full like sanctification, surrender day after day. It's,
mhm,
it is people going to church every Sunday, but it's just not like you're kind of in a minority. You know what I mean?
mhm, mhm.
It's, you really have to choose a life of partying or like full surrender. And I think that's the hard reality of college. And for my job, I'm fortunate enough to get to meet with freshman college students and be like, hey, you could go either way. And there is so much more this way, it's like, and if you do mess up, like there's so much grace and just being able to like speak that truth over them and be
Mhm.
like, if you mess up, there's grace for that. But let me show you something even greater.
Right, right.
And that's just so rewarding being able to like use what I went through my freshman year, that even though I want to like stuff it down and be like, I don't want to play into that or talk about that, that has helped so many other girls be like, you're right. Like I can see there's something different. Like, and I want that. And so just
Mhm.
like inviting a team along and be like, we're gonna do this and we're gonna chase after the Lord in
Mhm.
Athens, Georgia, and make a difference and pray for revival. And so I think
Yes.
that it's the hard part, but like when you're just full force going all in, it seems like the easiest thing.
Mhm. Well, and I think, like, the tension that I don't know if you experience this, but, like,
Yeah.
you said, like, you're choosing either here or here,
Hmm.
and I think, like, the tension in that I can only speak for myself, obviously, like, but it would be kinda like the tension of friendships.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you because one is choosing one and one is choosing the other,
Hmm.
almost have to decide kinda who that crew is gonna be around you.
Yeah.
And I think that that's why, like you mentioned, like pulling people kind of into that is
Hmm.
so important because it's so rare that at the age, like in that college, young adult age, like to take a bold step
Yeah.
towards something that is kind of like salmon like because you're going
Hmm.
against the current truly
Hmm. Hmm.
is really hard to do by yourself.
Yeah.
Would you say that that's true?
Oh yeah. I mean, there have been sometimes where I'm like, I feel alone in this. Like
Mm,
going to church alone is one of the hardest things too. Being like, oh, I have to walk in here and sit alone. And then you feel like so like you're like I'm by myself in this, but really I'm not. Like I need to just take a look around. Like the church
mm,
that I go to is like 50% college students and 50% adults. So I'm like, there's people who are chasing after what I want. And
mhm,
I'm just like, it's like feel that in Athens, but you also feel the tension because I feel like it's a mission field. Like I want to love on the people who don't know the Lord, but
mhm,
it's like in the end, like I need to feel fed too and feel like
mhm,
I'm surrounded by a community that's also chasing after the same things that I am. So yeah, that tension is so, so real. And that's why you like have to fight for it, where it's like I'm gonna join a small group, or I'm gonna get plugged in Wesley here and go on
mhm,
Wednesday, and I'm also gonna go to church on Sunday,
mhm,
and just asking people how I can pray for them, and
mhm.
just making that like a priority
That's awesome.
life here, college
And
life.
I think like I've heard this said, like, you can't lead anybody where you're not.
Yeah,
And so, like,
yeah,
as you're
so true.
constantly pouring in, you're able to, like, you know what I
Yep.
mean? Just kind of give. And I think speaking to you, like, you are remarkable in the way that you are relatable to others. And I think that that helps too. You know what I mean? To
Yeah,
be able to, I think, like, it's really kind of God to be able
yeah,
to use a story in such a fun way.
yeah,
And so with work, you're working
yeah.
with freshmen.
Yeah, so I am a part of the LDP program, which is Leadership Development Program at
Hmm.
Athens Church, which is a local church here in Athens. And my job description is college outreach. So
Mm.
I'm outreaching to college students, basically, in a nutshell. But
Per
over
the
the
job
summer, yeah,
description.
I'm like, asked me one day, he was like, so why do you think, like, what do you think your job is? And I'm like, outreaching to college students. I was like, I don't know. That makes sense. But over the summer, I spent the summer here in Athens and I was doing freshman orientation. So I would like table for Athens Church. So the
Mm.
freshmen would come up to me and I got to make that like instant connection with them. I met over 500 freshmen over the summer.
Wow.
And it was just so cool, like seeing them come to church. We do a college night,
Hmm.
and seeing them come to that college night and just being like, this is like the seed's been planted. And it's just this
Mm.
freshman class, I can just see like the boldness that they have. And it's just so rewarding being like, I can be a part of that and like walk with them in it. And so, yeah, my job is just relations. That's
Well, and like your sorority vibes come out when you're like, hey, come over
yeah,
here.
exactly. I was like, I feel like I'm rushing
I
again.
know. It totally made me think of Monsters Inc. when they're walking and trying to get everybody into their
Exactly.
clubs.
That's what it is. It's literally a club fair and I'm just there. I'm like the girl that I was with is so like quiet, monotone. And then there's me. I speak in like 5 octaves higher, like screaming in these little restaurants.
I
They loved
know.
it though. They
You
came.
and I together, like a poor hallway that experiences our voices.
I know. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I'm
I'm
so
so
sorry. I'm
sorry.
sorry. No, yeah, it's awesome. I love it. I love it.
That's incredible.
Um,
So what
yeah.
you're doing PR, what
Mhm.
else is on the horizon for the rest of the year? Just
So
get
yeah,
it?
I'm going to be in this leadership development program until April of next year. I mean, growing spiritually, learning leadership skills, all that, which is really awesome too. PR with a minor in business and law.
Let's
So
go.
hopefully, I'm going to be getting ready to go to like apply to law school and all that. My birthday is coming up. It's gonna.
When's
That's the main thing.
yours?
October 24th.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
My
so
sister's
excited.
is so close to that.
What is hers?
26th.
Okay, yeah, yeah. It's like
But
2 days
mine's
out.
tomorrow.
Oh
'Cause
my gosh! Happy
Morgan Wallen is
birthday!
singing
Yeah,
to
yeah.
me.
I
Do you
know.
remember?
I know. Yes, yes,
I
yes.
don't know if you've
Uh,
heard.
I know. Sorry, everyone.
Ugh.
Morgan Wallen will be here.
Uh,
So
I literally said, I was like, I would make a sign, but I don't want to be
I was gonna
extra.
ask, are you gonna make?
I can't do it.
You don't want to be extra?
Does that not sound like me? What
No,
do you
I'm
mean?
like, make a sign. Make a
What
sign
do
is
you
what I
mean?
had to say.
I already have boots with
But
sparkly
I was
tassels
gonna
on
say,
them,
are
so
they bedazzled or have some
duh.
kind of spark? Okay, good,
Duh.
good,
Yes.
good.
So excited.
Oh my god.
Well, that's awesome. What is hold on, let me think. First off, I should tell you a really good book that I read
Mhm.
that like it just hit me as we were talking.
Yeah.
Oh shoot. It is The Defining Decade
Mm.
and literally speaks to your 20s
Yeah.
and kind of about how it's a defining decade in our life. And it was an incredible read, but it talks about kind of how we can either drift or be intentional in that time
Yeah.
and why a lot of people continue to behave like they did in their 20s, in their
Mm.
30s and 40s and so on,
Yeah.
because there was not a clear direction or people that they were with that were
Yeah.
pointing them in the right direction. So with what you're even doing as a job, like
Yeah.
you are helping people define their life and where they're
Yeah.
going. And that decade is so, so
Mhm.
important. And
Mhm.
so that's a good read, something
Good.
that I've been learning. But what is something like, is it with leadership development? What
Mhm.
has been like a little nugget that you would love to share about?
Yeah.
Like that nugget
So
you've learned?
I have two. Is that okay? This is
Nope.
too
No, I'm
fun.
just kidding. Just,
I'll size it down
ooh,
later.
okay. Yeah, that's fine.
So the first thing that someone just really like calling out and saying was like, "Oh yeah, this is so true." They said working on a Sunday, you're using yourself spiritually, physically, and mentally. So like
Mm,
coming off of a Sunday, you're like, why am I tired? You know? And it's
mm-hmm,
like because you're using yourself in three different ways, whereas in a different job, you'd really only be using yourself physically or mentally. Where this one you're using yourself spiritually. And so be able to be like, okay, I am tired, but I need to go and make this time so much more intentional and like fill up so much more
mm-hmm.
because spiritually you've been affected. And so just realizing that too, I think was a big deal for me. Fighting's a strong word, but like making my quiet time like a main point in my life
No, it's
because
fighting it. Fighting is the word.
because working in a church, it's like wow. Ministry 24/7. This one, we're reading a book called How to Lead When You're Not in Charge by Clay
Mm-hmm,
Scroggins. And that has been so helpful too because it's just like about having positivity perspective in a workspace where
mm-hmm,
even if you aren't on board with the idea that your boss is given, still being able to like get behind it and rally, even if you're
mm-hmm,
like, I don't really know, be able to have a conversation, obviously, but still being able to like do it well. Perspective's been a big thing for me these past couple weeks where it's like, this thing happened and I don't really know how I feel anymore, but it's like, no, this is good. This is what I need to be doing and
mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it well. And
Good.
so I think that that's my two main points from
You're crushing
leadership
it.
development so far. Yeah.
You're really
So
crushing it.
thanks, Mindy.
Big stuff ahead.
Yeah, I'm excited.
You gonna slay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Gonna slay. That is
my
so
aura
great.
points. My aura points.
Your aura points are really high right now. That is amazing. I'm gonna take some of that and honestly continue to fight for that time. Like take a dang walk,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Take a walk.
Take a dang walk. Put that on a
Take a
t-shirt.
dang walk. You want me to? I will.
I do. I do.
You better bet that I will do it. And then we'll just yell it to people all the time. Because we do that.
Exactly. 5
I know.
octaves.
Well, let's keep this a regular thing
Oh yeah.
and keep
I'd love
chatting.
to. I'd love to. I'd
Keep
love to.
sending me nuggets.
I will. I will.
All
For
right. Get
sure.
yourself some cheesy noodles today.
And I'll go on a dang walk too.
And go on a dang walk.